The Thunderbolts are a team of ragtag MCU characters, and if you've seen the trailer and thought to yourself, wait, where do I know them from? This video is for you. We're going to talk about each member, who they are, and where they appeared in the MCU over the last 17 years. So enough talking, let's get to it. First up, we've got Bucky Barnes, aka the Winter Soldier, aka the guy who's been in the MCU pretty much from the start. He started out as Steve Rogers' best friend in Captain America: The First Avenger, but Hydra brainwashed him into a ruthless assassin known as the Winter Soldier. But after years and years and years of mind control, he finally broke free in Captain America: Civil War and spent some time in Wakanda getting rehabilitated. By the time the Falcon and the Winter Soldier rolled around, he was trying to make amends for his past, and now he's stepping into the Thunderbolts, probably as the guy trying to keep everybody in check. Look, Bucky has been through so much in the MCU, but he's also learned a lot, so will he be the moral compass for the Thunderbolts, or will this team just be too much for him to handle? Next, we've got Yelena Belova, Natasha Romanoff's badass sister from Black Widow. She was trained in the same brutal Red Room program as Natasha, but she eventually broke free. But after Natasha's sacrifice in Endgame, she got manipulated by Valentina into thinking that Hawkeye was responsible for her death. She went after Clint in the Hawkeye Disney Plus series, but in the end, she realized the truth and backed off. Yelena is unpredictable, which makes her one of the most exciting members of the Thunderbolts. Oh man, John Walker. He was supposed to be the new Captain America in the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, but things got real messy real quick. At first, he tried to do the right thing, but after losing his best friend, he snapped and straight up yeeted a guy with a shield in broad daylight. He got stripped of the Captain America title, but was recruited by Valentina to be her new US agent. Now he's in Thunderbolts, and let's be real, he's probably going to have some tension with Bucky or Yelena. Now the big question here is John Walker going to be an asset to the Thunderbolts, or is he going to be a walking time bomb like before? Taskmaster was introduced in Black Widow, but it's not the character that most fans were expecting. Instead of Tony Masters from the comics, the MCU made Taskmaster Antonia Dreykov, the daughter of the villainous Red Room leader. But after years of being mind controlled, she's finally freed by Yelena and Natasha, so it'll be interesting to see what version of Taskmaster we're going to get in the Thunderbolts. Will she be a full-on anti-hero now? Is she still struggling to find her own identity after years of being mind controlled? There's a lot of mystery surrounding her, and that's what makes her an intriguing addition to the Thunderbolts. So far from Black Widow, we've had Yelena and we've had Taskmaster, but that's not where it ends. Red Guardian is back. The Red Guardian is Russia's answer to Captain America. He's Yelena and Natasha's adoptive dad and brings serious chaotic energy to the team. After years of bragging about fighting Captain America, which probably never actually happened, he was locked up in a Russian prison until Natasha and Yelena broke him out. And now the Red Guardian is joining the Thunderbolts, and I can't wait to see how his crazy, weird, funny personality is gonna mix with the serious tones of Bucky, of Taskmaster, and people like that. That's gonna be the funniest parts of the movie. Book it. Remember Ghost from Ant-Man and the Wasp? She is back. Ava Starr was an ex-SHIELD agent who got caught up in a quantum accident, which left her phasing in and out of reality. I always thought her powers were really cool, being able to walk through walls, do this and that. Her powers were really cool. But at the end of the day, she was just trying to survive. She wasn't really a villain. After getting temporarily healed by Janet Van Dyne, she disappeared until now. So what has she been up to the past 5 or 6 years? No idea whatsoever, but we are about to find out as she makes a comeback in the Thunderbolts. And then there's the mysterious character Bob, who shows up when all the other members of the Thunderbolts are fighting when they meet in the trailer for the first time. Now Bob is a completely new character to the MCU. No one has seen him before. We don't know who he is, what his intentions are, but there's a ton of mystery surrounding him. Now I will tell you that there are a ton of explanations of who this character actually is on the internet. You don't have to look that hard into it, but if you don't know who he is, maybe save the surprise for yourself. I will be talking a lot about that character once the movie's out. And last but definitely not least, we've got Valentina, the mysterious power player pulling the strings behind the scenes. She first popped up recruiting John Walker in the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and then she popped up again in the Hawkeye series recruiting Yelena. But what's her real goal here? She's clearly assembling a team for a purpose, and it's probably not just to do good deeds. Could she be forming a team to counter the Avengers? Is she working with someone even bigger for a bad purpose? There are so many questions surrounding Valentina, and the Thunderbolts might finally give us the answers we need. Okay, so I know what you're thinking right now. This movie is made up of B-list characters of the MCU that no one really talks about or remembers. So why should you even care? That is a great question. That's why I made a video all about it. You can check it out right here. Go ahead and click it, and I'll catch you in that video.